What's good, y'all? So this is like a very important release. But yeah, so Toot Toot by Tweet. This was actually something that was suggested. I usually like follow a list of things, you know, in the order it was received. But this is actually a pretty recent official release, if I'm not mistaken. It was shared years ago, first of all, but officially, you know, it's like getting around like a lot more, I guess, in the last couple of weeks or so. So anyway, Toot Toot by Tweet. She's actually one of my favorite singers. So let me get into the actual chords. This what key is this in? Because I just learned the song actually. Okay, I had to refresh myself real quick. So this is in the key of C sharp minor. Yeah. The relative is E major. But, you know, it's real minor sounding. So anyway, actually F diminished seventh, if I'm not mistaken. So here's how it sounds, just first of all, because I don't want to get into that. Sorry if that was too loud. All right. So here's the actual like chord progression, okay? That's like most of it. There's a bridge. I haven't like gone over that yet, but that's the pretty much the whole thing now. It's real soulful sounding, so there's a lot going on in it as far as like, you know, real churchy like soulful stuff. And I know I mentioned I was gonna kind of be in that vein a lot more. It's not like exclusively, but I'm doing like a lot of stuff in the arena of churchy gospel, whether it's R&B, it might be R&B, it might be a different genre, but you know, the stuff that just sounds very soulful, bluesy, funk, you know, that's just the arena. A lot of the stuff that's straightforward, I'll do it for, well, all of it is for teaching purposes. But anyway, so let's get back on this chord progression. So this right here, that's a F. That's a F actually diminished seventh. Okay. So these are like, I'm playing it in different places just so that you can see a reference. Okay. So you got diminished seventh here, F diminished seventh here, you got it here. All right. If you don't know the actual shape, go to an E, like on this seventh fret, and you know, act like you're playing like a dominant seventh chord. Not diminished, but a dominant seventh, a D7. Not a D7. You're on the E right here on that seventh fret. And you're doing a E7. A E dominant seventh, okay? So here's the E major. Here's the dominant seventh. So you're gonna bar on the seventh fret, and your pinky is gonna be on the B on the ninth fret, the B string on the 9th fret, and your ring finger is actually on the 9th fret of your D string, okay? And that's it, okay? But take this middle finger, still bar it like as a reference, but you're going to take this middle finger and put it on the F, which is on the 8th fret of the A string. So that's the sound. But as far as the shape, you're going to play it much higher. So I just wanted to give you like a reference first. And that's sort of like midway on the neck. You know what I'm saying? But another way that you can play it is right here. That's pretty much the same chord. So how do you play this shape? Which is basically the bass is kind of, in a way, it's still the same notes, but you know, diminished 7th chords kind of interchange different bass notes and they just kind of fit or whatever. So on the D string, 9th fret, index finger, then the 10th fret on the G string is your ring finger right here. Your middle finger is going to fit right here on the 9th fret of your B string, and your pinky is going to be on the 10th fret of the E string, and it looks like this. Now, you're going to have to tighten your fingers up, right? Because if you want to play the actual voicing, you got to go way up here. And that is actually the 15th fret. So you're going all the way up to the 15th fret. Same shape. It's the same chord. So what I showed you up here, you're going to keep that same shape, but you're going to slide it up to the 15th fret. And that's after the double dots is the first dot after the double dots. Okay, so that's the first chord. Got that down? All right. Now the next couple of chords are going to be like an inversion of a dominant 7th chord. Oh, it's late, y'all. Sorry. And I record, this is my 3rd time recording today. So the next one is on the 12th fret. You're actually going to play like the top part of, like act like you're playing like a E dominant 7th, basically, from the 12th fret. So if you're playing it open, this is an open one. Here's an E major. Here is where. So in this position, it is 2nd fret A string, 1st fret G string. So this nut right here, that straight line is going to be like your finger on the 12th fret right here, and you're going to do the same thing. So it's like the 2nd fret from that reference on the A string, and 1st fret from that pivot reference on the G string is your middle finger right here. Okay. But that E and A string, you're only going to play like the top part of that. Okay. So the notes that I'm playing is on that 12th fret. I'm playing the top 4 strings, but I only got my middle finger on the G string of the 13th fret. So the notes are. And if you want to, you know, you can slide with it. You can do that. Then you're going to do the same shape as this and go to the 9th fret. Same shape as the one coming from the 12th. And there's a certain way that the diminished 7th chord works after that 7th degree. There's a certain way that you can play while playing the diminished 7th chord. You can play a set of dominant seventh chords after that, and it works in this real cool way. I'll explain that later. But anyway, so that's that, right? You got that part. So now from the 9th fret, so right now here's the 9th fret, hammer on to the 11th fret and bend that up like, you know, like a whole step. So you want to bend it up almost to like the 13th fret, because you're doing this. So it should sound like this. Okay. Then after this. Okay, so these are 2 minor 7th chords. This one is playing from the 11th fret. It's a dominant, it's a minor 7th chord shape. The reference is, let's go down here to the A, the open A right here. Open A minor 7th. Okay. 1st fret B string. The D string is the 2nd fret. Everything else is open. Now we're going to act like this nut right here is where our finger is, okay? And we're taking that shape, okay? Same, keep that shape as a reference. But now we're going to go to the 11th fret and do that. And do the same thing from the 9th fret. So here we go. Okay. Again. Then the next chord is actually what am I looking at? A B and a C sharp. So B major, C minor, or C minor 7. But you only have to play like the top half of that. So the way that looks, you're playing triads up here on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd string. So from let's reference the 7th fret on the B and E string, and then on the G string is your 8th fret. So 7th fret on the B and E string, 8th fret on the G string. Then 9th fret is just the E, B, and G string. So slide into it. So okay. So that's what we got so far. That's almost the whole thing. Okay, we're going to do that first half again, and then we're going to go back to that C sharp, dominant 7. But when we play it, let's stop at the G string and play that from that middle finger. You're going to kind of bring that melody technique in. So you're kind of playing off that C dominant 7th, then it's going to kind of go to a C, to the C sharp dominant 7th. Then it's going to go to like a C sharp major right here, playing from that 9th fret. Basically like right here. And then you're going to slide down 1, 2, 3 frets. So you can play it right here. So this is C sharp major still, but I'm playing the C sharp major triad right here on the 6th fret, on the D, G, and B string, and I'm hammering on, playing that minor 7th shape right here from there. Then the C sharp major triad, that slope triad that I was just playing, and then go 3 frets from there, same shape. So that's the whole thing. Now there's a bridge I might, catch up with on later, but that's what I could get in like sitting with it for about 10 minutes, and I was able to like get that. So all right, so we're gonna do it again. Y'all ready? Let's go. My bad. Okay, so that's, no bass line. Okay, but maybe I'll play it real quick with the whammies. So I ain't have all the sauce on there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, that's the gist of it. That's the gist of it, just kind of get that bridge vibe going up in there. And that's the whole song. It's very vibey, very soulful, and everything. But yeah, hope that was helpful. And I know I don't always I don't do the soupy stuff all the time, but I play it all the time. I play that style very often. It's just people get caught up in that on the tutorials, and then they want to do that. And it's like, with all due respect, like, do it when you're ready. Don't just like be playing these shapes all everywhere. You're not playing them in the right place and stuff like that. But that is it. Sit with it, play it over and over, practice it. And maybe I'll go in depth if needed. But, this is the quickest way that I could do it. And I'll do like an in-depth, maybe like a live or whatever. All right. So hope that was helpful. I'll do the loop real quick on the way out. But let me know if y'all got questions, for real. All right. All right. Let me do my little YouTube subscribe thing. Subscribe if you would like. And give a super thanks if you would like as well. All right. Peace.